and welcome to another Rosie the Realtor show. Today we have Ashley Funke with us.
Hey.
And you'll notice we're live today. How exciting. So Ashley, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Ashley Funke. I own a home inspection company.
Awesome.
Yeah. We've been in business for a minute, but we'll kind of go over that in a minute. I am actually a native of Idaho. We moved here about 10 years ago. We've been in Tennessee kind of all over the place, and it's been a great transition.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you're, sorry, I didn't introduce your company, but you are with that one inspector.
Yes, that one inspector. Exactly.
Yeah. I'll remember that. That's easy.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about your business and how it came about.
Yeah, so my husband actually originally started the company, like I said, about 4 years ago. He was in adult education, so he would make like the videos that you would have to watch when you start a new job. He got to the point where he was kind of burnt out of that, and he's always been someone who's wanted to start his own business. He has that very entrepreneurial brain. So I kind of said, hey, you should look into doing home inspections. So we started down that road and really started looking at it, and he said, well, I don't know what I should do or whatever if I like this. And so he really looked into it, decided it was something that he really liked. He's a woodworker. He likes to build things. He's very passionate about those sort of things. So it really just fit in easy. So that's how we got our start. Yeah, exactly. So that's how it was born.
Perfect. And well, now I know you guys are doing very well. Yeah. And you don't just do home inspections, which I think is great because sometimes we're frantically trying to find other affiliates. So tell me a little bit more about other services you offer within the home inspection.
Yeah, so Tennessee's a high radon state, so we do radon testing. We do sewer scopes, which is actually the one that we suggest the most. And we can kind of go over that here in a second. But we also do pool inspections. We do termite letters. And then if needs, we even do like water testing, and we do manufactured home certification foundations. So
awesome.
Yeah, we try to be really diverse so that people can have one call, kind of like you were saying, which is nice. I'll touch on the sewer scopes really quick.
That sounds like a
yes, I know. That's good. So we get a camera and we put it down either the clean out or the toilet. Sometimes they pull a toilet. And they'll go down and they'll look basically from where the plumbing starts to either your septic tank or to the city clean out.
Okay.
And I'm with you, sounds super gross. Not a video I would watch just for fun.
Yeah.
But they look at all of it because a lot of times you'll have disconnects, even with a truck drove over your line and now your lines aren't aligned anymore and you have a very bad problem.
Yeah.
The other thing is
pretty bad.
Yeah. The other thing that happens a lot is here in Tennessee, we use cast iron piping until about the 80s, sometimes 90s, depending on your home. And over time, those actually choke themselves out. They get smaller and smaller and smaller, and then stuff can't pass through. So you'll get clogs and everything else. So the reason we recommend that is if we find something, it's going to be expensive. It's not going to be your $50, $100 fix. It's going to involve a backhoe and that kind of stuff. So especially for a buyer, it's important because they see it and they're able to, get that written into their repair list.
Absolutely. And that's something that's actually not required here in Tennessee, but one of the areas I do service, there's 2 cities that's required. Every time there's a sale. So I've seen those videos many times going through the pipe. Yeah. But I've been, I've had deals where it's a $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 fix. So why you don't hear that more here, especially with your older homes, is beyond me. So I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because it is a big problem. And the last thing, and people don't realize you buy an older home that a little lady lived in. Now you move in a family of 4 and the usage has gone up and it's not a fun way. So,
yeah, no, it's never a fun situation. Not one you want to be in. It always happens at like Christmas.
Because everybody's over, right? The usage goes up. So no, I'm glad you brought that up. Very useful if you're buying especially an older home. And so actually, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
So you can definitely always call us, but you can also text us. The other thing that's nice is on our website, you can go and schedule online. So, if you wanted to schedule it 2 in the morning, you can go schedule it 2 in the morning. So that's really the easiest way to do that, but it just depends on what you want. We have somebody that'll answer the phone most times, so we're happy to help however we can. We also have something kind of cool on our website. We call a 10-second quote. So if you're just wondering how much is this going to cost me, you can go and just type in the square footage of your home and it'll give you a quote, which was kind of a big pet peeve of mine. A lot of home inspection companies don't do that. They'll do the call me, which frustrated me. So, you know, if I want to know how much it's going to be, I want to know, and you can go out there and give us a call.
Perfect. Yeah. And the website is thatoneinspector.com.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Ashley, it has been so wonderful getting to know you and hearing about your company. Anything else you want to end with?
I will tell you this really quick. This is kind of fun. So when we decided to name what our company was, because it's an unusual name, people ask us about that a bit. My husband was kind of going through and we were looking at, you know, the usual one, TriStar inspections or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second. What about that one inspector? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, you know, when we were looking at who we were going to call, we were like, what if we call that one inspector? What was his name? And I was like, that's easy. What if we were just that one inspector? So whenever you're wondering what was the name, that's it. I was like, oh my gosh. So that's how we were born, that one inspector.
Keep it simple. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time. And I look forward to working together.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes.